Now I will explain certain points to you need to keep in mind in order to keep your boutique business running smoothly. First of all, you need to set the boutique up depending upon its scale. If the boutique you are opening is a local small scale boutique, then decide on the detail accordingly. Buy the machinery depending on the amount of production you would be doing. It's a good idea to start on a small efficient level and branch out with time. Next comes the question of the raw material. It is best to buy raw material from local sellers. That way, you can inspect the quality of the material yourself and return it if you find any deficiency. Buying from local sellers also reduces the cost of transportation. The risk involved is clearly less when you buy raw material from local markets. They are also cheaper. However, if a certain area is famous for a kind of material, you can also order it from there. For example, the silk markets in South are famous for their high quality silk. So ordering is in bulk from there is a good idea. While buying the material, you need to keep an eye for aesthetic. Sometimes a certain type of fabric comes into trend and all the shops start selling garments made out it. You have the option of going with the flow or you can decide on something more original. The quality of the final products depends entirely on your skill as an artist. You need to have a good fashion taste and try to create original pieces. Also keep the person the garment is being prepared for while buying the fabric. Would the color, pattern and texture go along with their figure and appearance? Dress people to bring out the best in them. The fabric requirement will also vary depending upon the type of boutique you are operation. If the boutique caters only to female, you might need a wide variety of cottons, silk, velvets and georgettes. If the boutique serve men, then you will need material like canvas and tweed. Be careful while buying fabric as the quality of the fabric will showcase the quality of the boutique. Take into account how much you will get paid for the piece once finished and try to find the balance between quality and cost. Our next concern is machinery. Always buy good quality machines that will last long and work efficiently rather than buying cheap machines that require constant repairs. Take good care of your machine, operate them properly, clean from regularly, and make sure that they are well maintained. You can search up online what kind of machines will best fulfill your needs and then find sellers in your region. Once your boutique has been in business for a while and is steadily growing, you will need to hire staff. Don't just hire anybody. Hire people that are trustworthy both in nature and their work. A good craftsman can make even an average piece fantastic. Stay on the lookout for good workers. Craftsmen in this field are usually paid on a daily basis and the amount paid can be negotiated on the basis of the work done. A good quality worker may ask for a salary as high as 20,000 rupees. Dressmaking is an art, so first and foremost, you should be creative and have the ability to illustrate your ideas on paper. You should be able to draw what you visualize and make other people understand the image that is in your head. You should be able to accommodate the requirements of the client and create something that will fulfill both your artistic expressions and their conditions. Along with good ideas, you need to have a thorough knowledge of fabric. You should know how a fabric is draped and how it will look on a particular person. You should be able to choose a fabric that suits your design. Should know which fabric go well together. Which fabrics works well with the body type of the person or the situation in which the garment would be worn. To make a good dress, you will surely need good quality fabric, so find suppliers that are reputable and well known. Try ordering fabric manually yourself rather than just ordering them online. Since this is a business, you need to find the balance between quality and cost, because ultimately to keep this business going, you need to make profit. So you need a fabric that has good quality and affordable cost to leave a margin for profit. If you are going to open a boutique, you cannot be entirely dependent on the people you employ. You need to know how to work the machines, how to design clothes, how to cut the fabric. You should have the skill necessary to plan the production of a garment from design to the finished product entirely on your own. The staff is there to assist you, but you should be independently efficient. The main reason that people turn to boutiques is because they want something original, something that fits their ideal of style, something they are unable to acquire at a brand clothing store. Everyone wants to look well dressed. The way a person is dressed is a reflection of their personality. Whenever you design a garment, take your client's requirements into consideration. If someone is fat, naturally they had prefer a dress that makes them look slim. Patterns give you an opportunity of creating an illusion that will satisfy the client. The size of the patterns, its placements, the print, all can make or break a garment. Some people have a natural inherent sense of patterns. Patterns making, color scheme, blocking, and generally creating a good aesthetic. If you are lacking in this field, creating good garments may prove to be difficult. You should also understand what kind of ornaments go on to make a garment better. Rather than filling up on various techniques, design the garment carefully and precisely. This way your work will seem more professional. Good work and satisfied clients will give your boutique a good reputation.